Hey, let's go ahead and do your energy check-in. All right, so what is the energy? I feel very mindful. Like there's a lot of thought being put into some things now. Not overthinking, but kind of laying down and just relaxing. And this is different from just sitting there and worrying about your thoughts. But this is like, yeah, you know what, tomorrow I think I'm gonna do this. And if I take care of this part, then I can worry about that part or what have you. Oh, let me take these off. Those are my get in touch bells. All right. We got storm warning in reverse, so that's a good thing. It does tell me that things haven't begun to quite take off yet, but they will be. I'm gonna peek. Okay. I'm gonna peek and I'll show you. It was the thinking man. So I told you there's a lot of thought going on. Oh, two actually fell out. So storm warning, the thinking woman, and the contract in reverse. We're going to go ahead and take this thinking man because I think he was meant to pop out with this thinking woman. Okay. Underneath the deck, broken heart. Okay. Storm warning in reverse. The thinking woman. Contract in reverse. And the thinking man. What this feels like to me is there is a lot of things that are about to take off, right? And they could be in reference to some type of contract or partnerships that you are ending, some type of relationships. I feel like they're more legal or more official. I feel like they're very I don't know, they're just significant partnerships, right? And this could be legal stuff, documentation. This could be partnerships with something very official. This could be quitting a job, but whatever it is that you've broken a contract, and yeah, I think you've thought long and hard about it, right? This could also be a relationship, or what I'm feeling is a relationship that's actually going through a breakup. I think both parties are thinking about it. There could be already action underway, and so that's why the shitstorm hasn't quite begun yet. It could, or it actually could be the reason why this turmoil or all of this busyness, I'm not even going to call it all turmoil, I'm going to call it busyness, because this is just a lot of things happening, and it's emotional stuff as well as like get to work, have to do taskings type of stuff that's coming in, and it hasn't quite all hit the fan yet, because maybe one of these partners has not told the other one that they do want out of the relationship or out of the job or what have you, and people are going to think, you know, what they want to think. They're going to think that maybe you left them hanging, especially these relationships that, or these partnerships that have a business aspect to them, that have like a official aspect to them. Oops, sorry. Are you under the, okay. That have a more, that's the dog, that has a more official tone to them. There's going to be people, when you decide to leave this or break this contract, that are going to be like, oh man, that's messed up. How could you do it like that? And so they might have some attitude, and you might hear things, and that's where this will come in later. There'll be things that might come in like, you know, whatever. Don't let that worry about you. Don't even let that bother you right now. You've thought long and hard about this. This isn't something that you just made a fly-by-night decision. This is something that you actually have thought long and hard about. I think you've made a wise decision, a wise choice. Both, I think you looked at both sides of the situation. And I'd like to think that both of you, if you're a divine masculine, divine feminine partnership, hopefully both of you are mature enough to realize that this is some, you looked at it from each other's side. You thought, okay, I can see his point of view and I could see her point of view, or however, you know, but you guys can see one another's point of view, and you took that in consideration when you made your decision as well. It doesn't mean that you're changing your mind about what you're doing, but it means that, hey, I may want to get out of this situation, but I do, you know, understand what kind of predicament or what kind of situation that leaves you in. And so I feel like each of you will be polite and kind. I don't think that this should be like a breakup. This should be kind of like, hey, I thought about your aspects and you thought about mine. It always sounds good like that, but I don't quite necessarily feel like it may end like that in all situations, because the storm warning card is in reverse. But I think it's not as bad as, I just feel like these are two individuals who thought long and hard about wanting to get out of a relationship or a partnership, and they're going to do it. I feel like they're going to do it. If any blowback comes from wanting to get out of the relationship, I feel like it's, I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. I was thinking about which cards I wanted. Okay. If there's any blowback, though, I think you guys will be all right. I don't think you should really let it bother you as much. It's just going to be maybe a little bit of ego talking, but feelings are going to be hurt. But at the end of the day, I think you both are doing what needs to be done, and that's going to put you each in a good situation. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me why storm warning. I see the Page of Cups and something else that's underneath it. Oh, it's 3. The Page of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a juggling of, or decision making. Do I want to hold on to a relationship or let it go is pretty much what I feel. Do I want to take my cup of love and offer it somewhere else? Or this also feels like there's somebody who has actually given their, feels third party-ish. So there's somebody who's actually stepped out and has been juggling between the partnership, or either has been, okay. We talked business-wise earlier. This is somebody who's been looking at other jobs and trying to decide if they want to go, which way they want to go with the job, which one to let go and which one to keep. Should they go to the one that makes them good money, or should they go to the one that feels good in their heart to them, that makes them feel good? So there's a decision there. There's also a situation out there where someone has given their affections to another or shown interest in another, and they are trying to decide, should I walk away? I feel like someone is they're going to either confess, or someone's going to find out, and that's another thing to do with this storm warning. This is the storm warning. This is someone finding out that they're being juggled, or they're an option. Yeah. Okay. I guess that would, piss some people off, I guess. This also feels apologetically like an apology. Someone's trying to decide. And the reason why I say that is because I think someone's going to come in and say, hey, yeah, I was kind of over here thinking, and I really ain't feeling this situation anymore, and I want to go in a different direction. Yeah. Yeah. There's the Tower card coming over. So this is just someone finding out that there is an option, or they want to go with a different option. Somebody wants to go with a different option, and it's going to create not a little bit of change. It's going to create change in both of you guys' life. The storm warning card is the 10 card, which is the closing of a cycle. Like I said, it's in the reverse. So you're at number 9, let's say right now, which is interesting because the soul contract card, with it being in reverse like that, that makes that a 9. But it feels like there's just this one last step that needs to be done. And that's the breaking of the contract. That's the breaking of the attachment. That's the breaking of the soul tie. That's the breaking of the bad habits. That's the breaking of the addiction. Whatever it is, it's the breaking of that. It's coming loose and free of that. Judgment. So, Two of Swords, death. Yeah, you are given it. So this feels like an opportunity for someone to be able to get out of a situation again. Like, I think that this has been something that this feels more partnership, romance type of situation, more than anything than business. But this this is the second chance, right? You've been making a decision to end a cycle, to end a situation, right? So remember, seeing this 10 is in reverse. Okay, this Tower is here. It hasn't quite happened yet, but it will, and this is a significant change because you've been given another opportunity. It feels like as if this has come by before and you didn't make the right decision, and now you're getting an opportunity to kind of change that, to say, hey, I get a do-over. Okay, so this is a decision that you know needs to be done, but it's definitely this time around, the advice, it feels like, would be for you to make sure you do what you got to do. You've been given a second chance to make the right choice before Spirit or universe takes over and gives you the Tower. I see the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles here. This is a choice. This is a decision you have to make. And I think both man and woman know. I think they've both been thinking about it already. There could be some... My stomach is growling. There could be some situations out there where people do not know, and that's why they're going to get a little agitated when they're told about it. But I kind of feel like there's a coming clean. There's a coming clean, or speaking from the heart, or just being all the way just like, hey, I just can't anymore, or I choose not to. Not I can't. I choose not to anymore. I desire a different route. I want to go a different direction. And you're just like, I get it, but and you know you have to do it because your intuition has been telling you to do it. You've been why am I having the hardest time? You've been denying it. And there's, see that blindfold there? You've been denying it for a while. You've been not wanting to see it and not wanting to make the decision or the choice. And you haven't. You've just kept putting these blinders on and acting like, but no more. This is universe, this is Spirit saying, hey, this is your opportunity to make this change. I'm going to let you have a little more control over it. If there's something that you want to go towards, then go ahead and go towards it. Don't be stagnant. If you're not in the right space where you need to be, then I'm going to push you there, but you might not like the way I push you over there. So choose wisely, and I think you will. The thinking man, thinking woman here, like I said, I think you're going to make a wise decision. You know that something has to change. Things are pretty crystal clear for you now. Let's tell me why the thinking woman is here, please. Well, the one good thing about... I'm going to take those. The one good thing that I feel, though, is that, well, I don't remember what I feel anymore because I don't feel it anymore. Because those cards threw me off. I've been getting distracted really easily from my thoughts or my connection. I would say it's like really gets quick to get cut. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. The thinking woman comes in with the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so I remember I said earlier how I believe it seems like there's a lot of thought going into it from each party. I feel like the thinking woman is saying, hey, there's a way that we can work together to get this stuff done. And I may not even know how I'm going to manifest and get a lot of these things done or make shit happen for myself, but I'm definitely going to make, I definitely am going to put in the work, and I want to put in the part or the offer, right? Because there's no fight. I don't want to fight. I'd rather work together harmoniously and do this than to be fighting, right? Because I don't want the anxiety. And plus, I've already made up my mind. This is, I feel very solid in this. This could have came up as like the 9 of Swords or the 8 of Swords, but this comes up as the 4 of Swords. It's just very rested. I've made up my mind. My decision is made, and that's all there is to it. I'm sticking to it. So it's like, it's not a cold energy, but it is just one that says, I don't want to go back and forth. And we can talk. There's a lot of things. I get it. There's love there. There's assets maybe there. There's a lot of things there. But at the end of the day, we're just going to have to figure out how to make those things work, or how to divide those things between the two of us, or whatever, because I've made up my mind that I would like to do something different. I want to go somewhere else. I want to be involved in something else or with someone else. And I'm coming from a genuine place of love. There is no real malice in my heart when I'm saying this to you. It's just, I know and I feel that this is exactly what needs to be done. And I'm really sincerely asking you to just accept what it is. Let's not fight. Let's not argue. Let's just be amicable. Let's not turn into instant enemies. There was, we loved each other. Let's not turn into instant enemies. Underneath the deck is the broken heart card. That's what I feel. Like don't think that my heart isn't. I feel like, yeah, don't think that my heart isn't broken too. Whoever's the initiator here, whoever the initiator is here, it's like that's what they're saying. Don't think that I'm not hurt by it. Don't think that I'm not, sad or, heartbroken about it either. I am. I'm heartbroken, but this is the decision that I have to go. Yep. The 3 of Swords with the 10 of Cups. This is the decision that I have to make we did have happy times, and we were good. There were good moments. Let's focus on those good moments instead of those heartbreaking moments, right? I'm really coming, like, this Page of Cups comes, sometimes the Page of Cups comes as an apology card as well, right? But just really comes with like from the heart space. Like, I'm speaking right from my heart. This is what I'm telling you. And I don't mean to be ugly. I'm just really having to confess what's in my heart. I'd rather focus on the 10 loving cups and all the situations that show how we can work together and be harmonious than to focus on just the things that are hurting me right now. So both parties, I think, again, are being considerate of each other's feelings, or at least asking one another to, especially the initiator is just saying, hey, don't fly off the handle, please. Thinking man, please. Somebody's just making a decision to have a new start. They need a new start. They know it. And yeah, the thinking man, I see the 6 of Cups and the Emperor. All right, I feel like it's the 2 of Cups underneath the deck. Let's see, there's a storyline behind that, the 5 of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that as well. Okay, the thinking man first is being clarified by the 6 of Cups, the Emperor, and the 7 of Swords. I kind of feel like the thinking man energy, the masculine energy, or the one who has the more masculine, is a little bit, yeah, they're a little bit, is the word jaded, or feeling some type of way. They're not really necessarily taking it. They have the capability of understanding, but they're having a hard time understanding. Does that make sense? So it's like that one moment it'll be like, yeah, I understand. We do have some good times. I love you and everything. And then the next minute be like, yeah, well, you want a motherfucker be free. I'm going to go back to doing what I want to do. And then saying like other like contrary slick type stuff. I hope that makes sense. But it's that kind of energy, like 1 minute it's real cool with you, like yeah, 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 and the next minute it's kind of Brody, like ugh. Like, so I feel like the masculine energy is going through it a little bit harder than maybe the more feminine energy. I think the feminine energy is the one who has initiated the ending of this relationship or this partnership, this contract, this job, whatever. I feel like it's coming from that particular energy there, and I feel like the thinking man is a little bit scarred by it. I feel like he has the tendency to be a little bit childish in his responses or the way that he's handling the situation, and instead of being able to leave on a good note, I feel like he's having a hard time doing that. He's having a hard time really seeing the relationship for what it was. Right now, he sees the two. It's like the Two of Cups with the Five of Swords, right? It's I don't really know what this was now. If that's how I feel that the masculine energy is, the thinking man energy is. I don't really know what this was. I thought it was a relationship, but now we was in love and we was looking at each other's eyes and all of this and all of this. And then now it's just like, we done. We're finished. It's over. That's it. You want to go out and do your thing. You want to go be a hot ass. Like, that's how I feel like he sees it. That's not necessarily at all what maybe the queen of, or the thinking woman is thinking. But because he's bouncing back and forth, all he sees is you back in this single, fine, sexy, hot energy. And it's like rubbing him the wrong way, you know? You want to go out and do your thing and go be with some other people, some other dude, some other happiness. You got something else on the side. It's a lot of that. Yeah. But the reality is that the feminine energy really just has had an epiphany. She really knows what needs to be done. She sees things from a higher perspective. She understands what path she needs to take. And it's not about being with anybody else. It's really just knowing what's best for her. She's had that inner conversation with herself. She's not gonna let these words that you're hurling out, masculine, these actions and these things that are coming hurled out at her. She's not going to let them bother her. She's actually just going to take them as fuel and help them. They're going to help her turn her back and go exactly where she needs to go. She's going to do what she needs to do to get to her happiness. The Nine of Cups with the Three of Cups. Ooh, with the Six of Wands. All victory and celebration. This is what this is about. Now, I'm also going to say, be mindful. There's a lot of drinking, escapism, maybe some yeah, don't party too much. I don't even think it's really a matter of partying as much as there is happiness. I just kind of feel like there's a lot of joy, but there is a lot of drinking. There's a lot of drinking. Sometimes my guides, they'll say the same thing over and over again. Okay, we got that part. A lot of emotion. Just a lot of emotion. But there is success. The thinking woman is going towards what's going to bring her happiness. She's going to have to. And it may end up breaking the masculine's heart, but it's what she has to do. It's what has to be done. Let's talk to each of these energies and see what we get. Three's a crowd. I see that peeking up. Remember, I told you, I think there might be someone who's coming forth to tell that they have been juggling a couple of things, whether it's another job. They've been waiting to tell you. They're waiting to tell you. They're trying to decide. That's this, how to end it. That's this storm warning in reverse and contract. It's like, ooh, when I tell this, how's it going to pop off? And I can understand the trepidation, because the thinking man, if he's behaving like this and it's coming from this kind of lower vibrational energy, because I feel like for once, I feel like he again has the capability of truly understanding and being able to express in a healthy way, but this has kind of got him. And so he's feeling funky. He's feeling funky. because he feels like he's losing out on a lot. Yeah. And instead of just like really seeing the situation for what it is, it's like he'd rather say these other things like, oh, it's going to be this or that, because that, I guess that makes him feel better. He has to have a I guess that it's better for him to be angry than it is for him to just be hurt. That's okay. And we were talking about 9s and 10s. Here's the number 9 here with broken heart. The next card is the storm warning. So taking that action, even though it's going to hurt, may cause a little bit of turmoil in someone's life. It's a lot of emotion here. A lot of emotions and a lot of words that are going to be said. But there's also been a lot of thinking, and there's a lot of assurance in knowing what needs to be done. So, okay, let's see what the thinking woman has to say, please. Forgiveness comes out. Thinking woman, please. Contemplation. I thought so. I feel like the thinking woman might be the initiator, the initiator, the one who's this Page of Cups, who's deciding or who has made the decision. Okay, that would pretty much confirm that. We've got contemplation and forgiveness. I think that I'm going to pull some more. I think that that's what she's thinking right now. It's like, please forgive me. I thought about this long and hard, and it's just what I need to do to have some rebirth. I'm not going to get this opportunity again. This is a second chance for me, and I've already made the wrong decision once before. I've got to take the blinders off, and I've got to do what I've got to do to put myself in the situation that's healthy for me. Yeah. She's, yeah. Yeah. She hasn't made the decision lightly. This decision hasn't been made lightly. Whoever it is in this position hasn't made the decision lightly. This is something that has really been, it hurts, but it's necessary. And the energy that I get from that is just, I really hope that you are able to just see past everything else and past the BS that you want to see, and really just, see where I'm coming from and forgive me. I don't even think that there's a matter of forgiveness that the thinking woman needs. She's just, I feel like it's just more of just calm down and see things for what it was, and you'll realize that you wouldn't really be angry with me. Because I don't think she really needs any forgiveness from him. That's not what yeah. But it's like peace offering. Like, come on. You really know that you showing Why? Why did that have to come out? Don't say those things. God. Anyways, is there anything else for the thinking woman? Okay. The thinking man, please. Oh. Fights. Let's see, about 2 or 3 that come out there. Yeah. Well, interesting. What this is going to be: rejection, love offer, reconciliation. I'm telling you, this masculine, new beginning underneath the deck. It is in reverse, but I don't. I always say that. I always have to get the feel for it. I'll know exactly if it's supposed to be in reverse or not. And that's either way, because it depends on who we're talking to when it comes to the new beginning. Fights, rejection, love offer, and reconciliation. Okay. This is exactly what the masculine is going to continue to do. He's going to say, hey, what about the love? What about the love? What about the love? And he's going to offer it, and he's going to be rejected. And he's going to be mad about it. But then he's going to say, okay, wait, but I still want you. I still want, we can fix this. We can fix this. We can fix this. We can have this together. We can have this together. And, sadly, he's going to have to let go. The other entity, the thinking woman, has made up her mind. It's almost like if I could give the masculine a little bit of advice, the masculine energy or the thinking man energy, I would say you can put your offer out there, and once you really understand, like this thinking woman has said what she said, and I think you felt it. But once you try for what you want, but if your offer gets rejected, there is the pivotal point for you to realize, I hear you. And that's where the thinking woman is coming in and saying, hey, now do you see, like, just, it doesn't have to be rough. Just calm down. You'll find a way to forgive me or whatever. Because I don't think she's asking for forgiveness. I think it kind of comes off that way, where she's just saying more calm down. I'm not coming for you because I'm mad at you. But the masculine is coming very, very angry. I think the thinking woman is saying, I've made a decision based upon this, and I just have to reject the offer that you're going to, whether it's going to make you mad or hurt your feelings. I got to stick with it. Wow. Okay. That's a very interesting scenario there. For those of you, let's take it over a little bit. For those of you, we talked about a job situation or something more partnership-like that you're getting out of. And remember, I told you you're going to leave, or you're thinking about leaving, and people are going to kind of feel like you dropped the ball on them, or you left them hanging, or threw them under the bus, things like that. Again, you've made the right decision. You've come from the right space. You're not doing it to come to be mean to anybody. You're just making a decision that sits best with you. There could be a better offer or something over there that's better for you, but it's fine. Don't worry about what those folks have to say. You've made a wise decision. Yeah. You may turn down the offer. You may not. I feel like you're the one who's going away. And that there's going to just the other party is going to feel slighted, by it. It's just because they're in their feelings tremendously. Okay, let's get some advice. Can we get some advice for the thinking woman? Some advice or encouragement. Okay, the advice for the thinking woman is the 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts will create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so you have the Archangel Ariel. This message is saying that, hey, you have made this decision to move forward, and you are possibly, it looks like, going to catch some flack from it. Either way, you're going to catch a little bit of heat. And don't feel like you need to go through it all by yourself. You have made a wise decision or a good choice, because you've made a decision that's going to allow you to be at peace. Okay, allow you to be able to sleep at night. So reach out to folks. Also reach out in prayer, because all the resources and supplies that you need are going to be there. I actually want to extend that out to the thinking man as well. I feel like this is coming for information or advice or information for both of you. The thinking male, when you go through this situation, or if you go through this challenge, you too don't have to suffer alone. Do realize that, again, this is more of a situation of this has to be done than something that you've done to somebody to make everybody mad at you. Like, it's just a breakup and nobody really is happy about it. Nobody's like, it's not like there's been some people all in the corner saying, yo, leave dude, or you guys should break up. Not necessarily like that. It's kind of sucks, but everybody understands why it's happening. So don't be afraid to reach out and still to your friends. and talk to them, whether you guys have mutual friends or not. This feels very mutual, like you're still good. You're not in a bad position. You didn't do anything that made everybody pissed off at you. The Six of Gabriels. It says time to move on to the next project. It also says congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. This feels like the Six of Wands energy. Time to move on to the next project, award, scholarship, or promotion, right? So again, this is having given it much. This is for the thinking woman. This is have given something a lot of thought and making the right decision to move forward. And that decision is going to be what's the best thing for you. Okay. All right. Any advice for the Okay, let's get some advice for the thinking man. Thinking man, I'm really just sending you some heartfelt energy, just really some softening energy for your heart. And I only say softening because you don't, I can feel the pain that I feel your heart being broken, but I just want to soften your heart and your tongue so that you don't go at this in the wrong way. Because if you go at it so harshly and so wrong, and you look at it so negatively, it creates the self-fulfilling prophecy, it says. But if you look at it so negatively, you're going to create the scenario that would make this never be a possibility to come back together. So be mindful of your actions and your words. Okay, the thinking man. Let me wrap this up. And let's do that again. Advice for the thinking man. I thought I saw another one. Yeah, I did. Okay, thinking man. Hopefully this is some good advice for you. I really hope it touches your heart. Okay. The Four of Michael says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, and seek relief from stress. Okay, this is just that. Taking some time to just breathe and be quiet. Just like sit down for a second and like really just do that. Rest, sleep. Don't try to figure everything out in one day at one moment, because it's overwhelming. It can be very, very overwhelming, and that overwhelm is where the escapism comes in. I talked about that a little bit earlier. The escapism, and it could be in drinking, but there's an escapism that comes in that kind of heats up the emotion, or amps up the emotion even in you. So you want to be more relaxed. Don't spend time up just like drinking and being pissed off or whatever. Try to get some quiet time in there so that you can actually really listen to your heart and really think about it, because you're coming up as a great partner. You guys, this thinking man and thinking woman coming up as a partnership, your guys' communication and your relationship feels really good. But the thinking man is more emotional. He's much more emotional. And I really hope that you can grasp those emotions and maintain them and contain them a little bit better. Really, really, really. The Seven of Raphael comes out. It says, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. That's going towards those folks who are moving in career and really want to go somewhere else. This is you making that action and saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I am making the decision to move the other way. Also, I feel like this other job over here is going to pay better, but actually offer you less stress. What really surprised me with the Seven of Raphael, though, here is the last sentence that says a need for detoxification. that's that drinking or escapism or what have you. It's time for that, because you need to have a clear mind on how you proceed forward. You really do. So a detox is very clear, or very necessary. Meditation, quiet time, very necessary. Decision has to be made, and it's going to be made. The Nine of Ariel comes out, which feels like this Nine of Cups down here. It says, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work that leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. This also feels like the Ten of Cups here. What this is telling me is that for you, masculine, it's remember the beauty in the relationship that you had. Remember, we talked about that earlier. Remember what this is kind of, remember the beauty of the relationship that you had before, and not focus on what's hurting you right now. If you look at these cards, you guys had so much more to be grateful and happy for. These are just a couple of things. Every relationship has things that hurt, right? But you're only focusing on these, and you're not even looking at all of the other stuff that has been great in the relationship. So really look and find the love back, and find the love and come from a place of love in that relationship, and not make it so hard as the decision to walk away or move or separate is there. The Four of Ariel comes in and says, when you give, you also receive. It also says being resistant to change and extremes in how you save or spend money. Okay, so this is a big change for you, thinking man. This is it's a Tower moment, it feels like, for the thinking man. But it's also a word of advice that says, what you give, you also receive, which again, I'm saying be very mindful of how you speak and talk, and how you act, and what you do towards others. Act and do, speak and talk, same thing. But be very mindful of that, because you are creating karma still. So really be mindful of that. The extremes in how you save or spend money, that has to be taken into consideration quickly, because there is a split here, and there's going to be a lot of change. So your finances, you want to actually get under control. So come up out of this this escapism mode that keeps you angry. Come up out of that so that the clarity can come in for you to make the decisions and move forward on what you need to do. Because this is, sorry thinking male, but this is going to happen whether you want it to or not. It's just going to happen. And I say that with the most loving of, I really do. I'm saying it as lovingly as I can, but it's going to happen regardless. Okay, that is all I have for you. We will talk again soon.